Well, welcome back, y'all. I promised you an update on the studio and what's going on. And what you see before you is the bulk of the pedals that I had to inventory for the police today. Because today's Saturday. I only get 2 days off a week. I didn't want to be doing this today. But I'll get into it in the video here why. Um, where to start? Um, I had to move locations from one to the other because I was renting 2 rooms in one unit. There was a whole big unit and like 7 rooms, and I was renting 2 of them for a studio. I was getting things set up. They asked me if I would consider moving to a different location because they had a tenant that wanted the whole unit, all 7 rooms, everything. So I said okay, and came over and showed me this. So I went from about 500 square foot in the 2 rooms, elongated. It was very long and 10 foot wide, but very long. And this is 900 square feet. It's got a front office with a glass window here to my left. This area here, which I'll include some pictures in the B-roll, so to speak. I'll include some pictures of what's going on here. And everything was great. Okay. They introduced me to a gentleman. His name was Luke. Who did some light maintenance around the complex. The owner, he has the whole plaza, all 57 stores that are in this plaza. And they used him for their maintenance work, some minor electrical stuff, minor plumbing stuff, what have you, roof repair, and things were going well. He helped me move. He volunteered to help me move over here. We loaded everything up the following weekend from over there, brought it over here, sectioned it off where I wanted to put it. He was a gentleman that was down on his luck, kind of day labor type of thing, odd job. So I asked him if he wanted some work, and he helped me move some of my personal storage. That came over here. So I don't have to use the outside shed anymore. It's now climate controlled in the air conditioning in the back room. And one thing led to another. Things were going well. I helped him move a bed, for his son, and to his, his ex-wife's house for his son. And things were going well. And I loaned the truck out to him occasionally. He wanted to borrow the truck to do a few different things. And long story short on that, he borrowed the truck on I guess it was a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday afternoon. He borrowed the truck. And he had a few things he had to do, and he'd bring it back. I had work on Friday. I happened to be off on Thursday, so he said he'd have it back for Friday so I could go to work, and he did. But then borrowed it the next day, which was Saturday, and I didn't see it again until Wednesday when I had to go and have it towed back to my house because I didn't have any contact from him, no anything. No text, no phone call, wasn't responding. I texted the ex-wife, got a message back that he had been dehydrated and in the hospital, and etc., etc. Family issues. Okay, so no problem. So I had it back Wednesday night. So I had it for work on Thursday. I had it for work Friday that week. And I woke up, was getting coffee around, and I had a knock on the door. Of course, the dog started barking. And go to the door, and it was Luke. Asking if he could borrow the truck just to help a buddy move from one apartment to another apartment, from Clute to Lake Jackson. My wife said no. She was not at all happy because she felt like he took advantage of the first situation. And turned around, I decided to do it. I did it. Sent him on his way. And I said, you got to have it back by Sunday 4 o'clock because I got work Monday, and promised up and down, apologized and everything. I'll be sure to have it back, Mr. Charles. I'll have it back. I'll have it back. Sunday afternoon, texted me, sent me pictures of what he was doing. I'll be there. I might be a little late. I was supposed to be back by 4. It might be 4:30, 5 o'clock. Is that okay? Yes, that's fine. I replied back, and that was the last I heard from him. No more texts, no more calls. Blocked me, blocked my text messages, blocked my phone calls. And Wednesday evening after work, I was left with no other choice but to go and report it stolen. I reported it stolen, and hadn't heard nothing for a few days. On Friday afternoon, yesterday afternoon, I got out of work early because we were done early. I was done early. I ran out of my 70 hours in 5 days. So I went and bought a vehicle. I bought a used vehicle. Obviously, I wasn't going to go out and invest 70 grand in another pickup, not knowing if the other one was ever coming back or not. So I got myself, it's 2009 Ford Expedition. It's great. It's a great vehicle. But I had to get something. And the police showed up today and told me that they had my vehicle, local police in town. They said they got the vehicle, but I had to wait till Monday for the detectives to go through it because there was drugs, drug paraphernalia, and a weapon underneath the driver's seat. And that ain't me, and they know that. So there's that. But the big part of the story for me, yeah, that's a small part of the story. Big part of the story for me was I had to do a separate police report today, which involved me doing all of this inventory on all the pedals, which is why I'll stress it again, keep your boxes for your pedals, because you never know. People don't want to have them all cluttered and in a closet somewhere, or have to fold them down and make them all neat and everything. Keep your boxes, because I had to do inventory today, and it turns out not only did he have my truck, he had made a key for my truck. He had made a key for this unit because he was the maintenance guy. And you can't see it now, but over in that corner, with a bookcase moved from where I had it, I thought that was odd. So I went and looked behind the bookcase, and I had an orange CR60 Pro. They don't make them anymore. I had 2 orange LX20s. You saw those. You've seen that wet, dry, wet setup in some of my other pictures. My Hot Rod Deluxe twin. Boss Katana Artist 100. The one with the Waza Craft speaker. My acoustic custom amp, the 30 watt. Another Boss LX Dual Cube. My NuX Mighty Air. Were gone. And the cops don't know if those amps are in the vehicle or have been pawned elsewhere. I've been in contact with 6 different pawn shops locally. They don't have them. I don't know if they're in the truck because they haven't had time to go through it yet. They're going through it on Monday. The officer said that there was enough room in the truck, barely, to fit a person to steer it. So it was jacked. It's an extended cab. So God knows what's in there. I have no idea. I had stuff in there. I had stuff in there from the night before to bring over here. One was a Telecaster, and I had it under some things to keep it so it wasn't getting overheated. But anyway, still, there was a lot of stuff in there. But I got looking further after I saw the amps were gone. I'm like, what the hell? So I go to the back room, my rolling Craftsman stackable tool chest with all my tools power tools, hand tools, whatever, were in that Craftsman rollaway. That was gone. All of my uh, air tool equipment. I had 2 framing nailers, a roofing nailer, uh, gone. He even took the blacklight, the brand new blacklight setup that I got for the tapestry for when I'm doing my ambient stuff at night, you know, the mushroom, nilly willy stuff. He took the light bar, and he took both of my Furman 20-foot power cleaners, the plug-ins, plug boxes, and I ended up finding out all this inventory. Thank God I had the boxes. 6 pedals, 3 of which were really dear to me. One was the Aris, the Keeley Loomer Aris. Another one was the Rotasonic, the Keeley Rotasonic, and the third one for this purpose that what I most cared about was I'm still trying to get my head straight here. The PSI fuzz, and they don't come around often. So I was really bummed out. But if I didn't have the boxes, I would never know what was really missing, because, like I said, out of 224 pedals, I got here, and in the front room are still more on different pedal boards. But I'll tell you what, so frustrating, and I'm hoping for a pick me up. You know, lesson learned. You can't really trust anybody anymore. You think you've got it figured out. There's a maintenance guy for the complex that you're leasing from, and I'm sure he had keys to other places too, but he had helped me move. And what it told me was he was pretty much doing inventory in his brain as he was helping me move and being all nice and pleasant. To turn around and use it against me while I was at work. He was in stealing my stuff. And it bothers me because I pretty much, you know, a decent guy. I try to help a man out when he's down, and try to be as nice to people as I can. You get taken advantage of, and it sours you. It puts a bad taste in your mouth going forward. I hope I don't take it out on a lot of people, but definitely hurts. But I guess enough on that. The moral of the story: save your boxes, get insurance, because I don't know if I'll ever see those amps again. And we're up between all of that stuff and the tools and whatever, we're up over 10 grand, people. That wasn't counting the truck. I didn't know if I was ever getting the truck back. Who knows what kind of shape it's in now that I'm getting it back. Are my amps in there? I don't know. But, and I just got a phone call from Lori, my wife. She called and said that a package had arrived from Keeley Electronics. And she's on her way over here with that. So when she shows up in the driveway, I'm going to cut this short. And she's just pulling up now. So I'm going to cut this short and see what that's going on. Because I know what's going on with it. I know it came from Sean, from a little contest Sean had on the Keeley Soundcheck Facebook page. And I had won a contest, and he told me to expect a package, you know, Friday or Saturday. So it's here, apparently. And I'm going to do a video on that after I get done with this. But it's kind of emotional. I got really burnt. I had to go out and buy a different vehicle. So now I got the other truck. It's going to be coming back to me Monday, but now I got a second truck. I've got a brand new payment. I can't get out of the payment. So I'm paying for another vehicle. Have 2. Got to sell one. Guess which one I'm selling? Selling the old one, because I don't know what he did to it or is in it now at this point. So it's pretty much a loss. But that is the update on the studio for now. Everything's scattered right now. So it's coming. I'll be here. Just give me some time. I got it worked out, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you come back. Thanks, y'all. God bless. Have a good weekend.